Hi guys, this is Hefni from the Hefni Guitar Method. Last week, I went up to KL to my alma mater, the International College of Music, or ICOM, for a final alumni gathering because we received word that ICOM will be closing for good in August this year after being in operation for 30 years. Now, this came as a shock to me, and I knew I had to come down for this event to pay homage to this legendary music school. ICOM started in 1995, being the only school in Southeast Asia with affiliation to Berklee College of Music through their Berklee Transfer Program. Students spend 2 years at ICOM and then 2 years at Berklee through a credit transfer articulation. Throughout the years, ICOM also offered degree programs with UK universities such as University of Westminster and Wolverhampton. The main core of their instruction was from Berklee, where we studied things like harmony, ear training, performance studies, etc. I went to ICOM in 2003. Before that, I was a self-taught guitarist in the rock and pop genres. I never learnt the traditional classical route, and that never appealed to me. Nonetheless, without any proper musical training, I had an apprehension of studying at ICOM because I felt that I did not have any foundation in music aside from what I learned by myself from magazines and through friends. I believe most guitarists in Singapore are the same and can relate to this. However, to my surprise, ICOM was built for modern musicians just like me who are interested in learning contemporary music and not so much classical. I found out that if you didn't have any grade from ABRSM or Yamaha, there was a bridging program that equipped you with the necessary knowledge you needed in order to start your course at ICOM. In my time at ICOM, there was the Berklee Transfer Program, University of Westminster degree with specialization in music production and technology, or arranging. When I realized I couldn't go to Berklee due to financial reasons, I chose to complete my studies in the Westminster degree program. I chose to major in music production and technology because you learned how to work in a recording studio. The recording studio at ICOM was first class. It had multiple isolation rooms, a legendary AMAC big console, Neve 1073 preamps, Lexicon L480 reverb, an Otari analog tape recording multi-track recorder. All these may sound dated by today's gear. They were the classic gear that DAWs eventually emulated as their plugins. What I eventually learned is that to get the original sound, sometimes you really need the original gear. Instrument-wise, they had a Yamaha Maple custom drum kit, Marshall JCM 900s, Neumann's, Sennheiser's Audio-Technica mics, and many other premium pieces of gear. ICOM was a legendary elite incubator where engineers worked with arrangers and sessionists, and that everyone was themselves a musician. This, combined with the elite syllabus and course structure, provided us with life-changing learning experiences and lifelong connections. This place gave me everything I have as a musician, songwriter, arranger, guitarist, and engineer. After I graduated and returned to Singapore, I was hired to build up a music production department at a private music college, and I modeled this after my ICOM experience. It took about 10 years, and while it became arguably the best music production diploma in Singapore at the time, it was nowhere near the ICOM experience, simply because it did not have the actual music performance aspect that ICOM had. After I left, the program is nowhere near what it used to be, and I'm confident no other school in Singapore even comes close to ICOM. In any case, the night of the reunion saw more people attending than I have ever seen at ICOM. Many were familiar faces from my time, and many more were unfamiliar as they were probably from junior batches after my time. That goes to show the impact that ICOM made in all our lives. It was a bittersweet reunion. We got to meet old friends whom we never got to see for close to 20 years. We learned that some of our most beloved lecturers have passed away. We saw how each of us have grown through the years and some have not. How they remain ageless is really amazing. One thing we all shared was the disbelief that ICOM was shutting its doors for good. We all thought that ICOM would be there forever, but when the realization hit, we all felt like it must not end like this, and that each of us had some profound responsibility to keep the fire burning. It is as though all of us are the guardians of that legacy and custodians of that master lineage. We can only dream that one day the school resurrects, and until such time, we will keep the knowledge, the top-tier specialist secrets alive. This place gave me everything that I have as a musician. Walking those halls one last time made me reflect on the massive life lessons I learned there, milestones that changed my being as a musician forever. Over the next few days, I want to share 3 of those specific milestones with you so you can look out for them in your own musical journey.
We love you! We love you! Saya cinta padamu!
It's so very, very cute.
Oh, my name.
Key of C.
I found famous key. Now you do it in every key.
Thank you. People from the States. From Boston, King. From Dubai. From Chennai. My God.
From KL also.
Indonesia also ada. Allahu Akbar.
Thank you for your contribution all these years and for your immovable commitment to stay with me until the very end. When the last light is turned off in this building and the key is turned in the lock, do not bow your heads as if something failed or something died. Instead, take a breath. That silence, that's not an ending. That's a rest. And every musician here knows that a rest is not nothing. It is the space between the next note. There are offers to acquire ICOM, even from our very own alumni, to continue offering contemporary music education. Lord willing, I hope to pass the baton to the right one who would upkeep the legacy of my baby and your alma mater, the International College of Music, ICOM. Long may we reverb.